Hi, my name is Sarah Matthews. I'm Executive Director at Habitat for Humanity, Cape May County. Today we're going to talk about the Pathways to Homeownership program. Habitat for Humanity builds houses in partnership with qualifying families using mostly donated material and labor. We then sell the house at an affordable price point for no profit, making home ownership achievable for low-income families. We believe that everyone should have a safe, affordable place to call home. Habitat homeowners must be active participants in building a better home and future for themselves and their families. Every Habitat home is an investment. For us, it is one answer to a critical need, and we believe that stronger homes will create stronger communities. Home buying with Habitat is a commitment of time and energy. Paperwork, volunteering, and some stress, but in the end, reward. There are 3 criteria for eligibility: need, income and ability to pay, and willingness to partner. Each applicant must demonstrate a need for adequate shelter, unsafe structure, unsanitary conditions, other than self-imposed, unsafe neighborhood environment, overcrowded conditions, unaffordable, which is over 30 to 32% of income, or inaccessible. Habitat for Humanity services families with income at 50 to 65% of the HUD median income for our area. Countable income includes regular income received by the applicant and co-applicant, like gross wages, tips, alimony, regular child support, temporary assistance for needy families, Social Security, SSI, disability payments, and any other form of cash payment. Non-cash payments such as food stamps, WIC, and Section 8 rent support should also be recorded but not included as income. Working income is not a requirement for consideration of an applicant. Income should be projected to continue for at least 3 years. The mortgage payment plus principal, taxes, and insurance should not exceed 30 to 32% of the family's gross monthly income. For a family of 4, the area median income range is $42,450 to $55,185. That amount does vary depending on family size. Partner families must be willing to complete 300 hours of sweat equity. We encourage relatives and friends to assist with a certain number of these hours. Sample indicators of willingness to partner are providing all application information in a timely, honest manner, participating in the home visit, meeting the sweat equity requirement of 300 hours, participating in education sessions, paying the required down payment and closing costs, avoiding new consumer debt during the application process through to mortgage closing. The applicant will live where Habitat Cape May has land to build, which is currently in Upper Township. The applicant will notify Habitat Cape May of any change in family composition or loss of income or contact information. The applicant agrees to maintain the home and positively represent Habitat Cape May. Every household family member over the age of 18 is required to have a background check. A criminal record check, as well as a search of the National Sex Offender Public website, will be conducted on each applicant and household member 18 years of age or older. Criminal convictions will be considered for selection purposes only to the extent that the crime is relevant to one of the selection criteria. Crimes involving violence, substance abuse, sex offenses, or other criminal offenses will often be relevant to the applicant's willingness to partner with the affiliate in creating a safe community. Crimes involving financial matters, such as forgery or worthless checks, may be relevant to the applicant's ability to pay. the gravity of the crime, the time that has elapsed since the crime, and how the applicant has conducted his or her life since the incident will be considered. Documentation is required, such as a fully completed Habitat Homeownership Program application, a signed client authorization for counseling and disclosure, a signed criminal and sexual offender registry background check, a signed talent release. The Equal Credit Opportunity Act notice is to be read and understood by all applicants. The application deadline for this application period is March 31st of 2022. Submit completed applications are reviewed for creditworthiness. The ability to pay is confirmed and the need is established. If those two criteria are met, a home interview is held. If there are multiple eligible applicants, a recommendation for those families who meet all criteria is made for lottery selection. The process commitment is 6 to 18 months. You will be requested to submit documentation on several occasions depending on the timeline of the application and the mortgage selection. If the applicant meets financial requirements, there will be a home visit. Here, the committee gathers information about the applicant's need for housing and willingness to be an active partner with Habitat throughout the program. After the homeowner selection committee approves an applicant's eligibility, it presents recommended applicants to the Habitat Cape May Board of Directors for lottery selection. This is a random drawing of all qualified applicants. If your application is not drawn, the program process comes to an end. When Habitat opens the application period for future homes, you are welcome to apply again. We do not maintain a waiting list. Payments vary depending on the house and the applicant's ability to pay. Regular monthly payments include the mortgage and escrow, which is taxes and insurance. Payments will not exceed 30 to 32% of the family's gross income. Habitat homes are sold at below market. There is a requirement of 3% of the sales price, as well as closing costs required at closing. Families are required to attend new homeowner training and perform all required sweat equity. After moving in, families are expected to make monthly mortgage payments on time and keep the house and yard well maintained. Homeowners are totally responsible for their property and monthly utility bills, including electric, natural, or propane gas, water and sewer, and any other needed or added services. Habitat does not provide any additional services other than occasional follow-up once a homeowner closes on the property. In order to keep the monthly payment affordable, Habitat for Humanity Cape May often sells the home to the family for less than the appraised value. If the house needs to be sold before the mortgage term is completed, the family will owe the amount due on the mortgage plus the difference between the original purchase price and the original appraised value of the house, which varies depending upon how long they have lived in the house. This is to prevent homeowners from flipping the house and gaining unfair personal profit from the discounted purchase price. If a homeowner needs to sell his or her house, Habitat for Humanity gets the first opportunity to buy it. Homeowners may not put liens on the property. Thank you. We want you to know that we are available to be contacted for any questions or additional assistance with your application. You can contact us by phone at 609-463-0244 or by email at executive.director@habitatcapemay.org. We will make appointments packets available to those who need to visit us and review information and documentation at our Restore located in Cape May Courthouse. We wish you the best of luck with your Habitat application, and also if you move on into the community to purchase a home, we wish you the best.